there are two types of writers. One is plotter, and the other one is what we call pantser. So, both writers ay merong polar opposite ng style ng pagsusulat. One is talagang nagre-ready siya ng everything, detailed and all, sinusulat muna niya, nagpa-plot siya bago siya mag-start magsulat, and the other one just go with the flow. But kahit magkaiba sila ng style ng pagsusulat, they have different strategies and all, there is one thing in common that these two types of writers really need, and that is an outline. A basic outline can save you from getting lost sa iyong story. Hi, my name is Delcon Anthony. I'm a published author and I'm a radio DJ. In this video, pag-uusapan natin is about outlining. So I'm gonna give you 5 tips about outlining na pwede mo magamit in any kind of genre, from fantasy to romance. If you're ready, hit mo naman yung like, share this, and consider subscribing. Now, let's go. Number 1, start with the big 3. So, before you start, kailangan alam mo muna yung main character or the protagonist, yung goal nila, and what stands in their way. Kasi that's the core ng story. Every story needs that. The defined na protagonist, yung objective nila, ano yung kailangan nilang ma-accomplish dun sa story. And of course, yung opposing force, the antagonist ng iyong character. So you can use like isang sentence for this. Like, for example, a detective must find a stolen diamond before the city's power grid collapses. See, nandun na yung lahat. A detective, which is the protagonist, and must find a stolen diamond. Yun yung kanyang objective before the city's power grid collapses. Yun yung kanyang antagonist. When we say antagonist, we don't actually mean na kailangan tao yung antagonist mo. Diba? Antagonist can mean anything. Anything that is opposing your protagonist. Number 2. Ang ginagawa ng iba is like they are outlining every chapter. There's nothing wrong about that. But para sa mga kapatid nating pantsers, we don't need to outline every chapter. Ang kailangan mo lang is malaman yung basic acts, act 1 to 3. Like, sila yung major turning points nung story. But the main thing na dapat alam mo dun sa story, so even though you're a pantser, para hindi ka naliligaw, yung mga major turning points, we have these 4 things na kailangan klarong-klaro sa'yo as a writer. The inciting incidents. Ito yung event na magpupush ng story, magpapamove kay hero doon sa adventure. Alright? And then we have the midpoint. Ito yung point na hindi na makakabalik yung character. This all out na to. Diba? We all know what the midpoint is. And then the climax, which is the final confrontation. Kailangan we are clear about that sa story mo. And of course, the resolution. So again, you don't have to outline every chapter. You don't need to. You just need to know kung alin yung patutunguhan nung story mo. Diba? So you know the beginning, you know the middle, and then you know the end. Number 3. So, outlining is really very important, no? So, hindi lang siya for the scenes or for the story. Kailangan may outline ka din for your character. Why? Because character is sinusundan ng mga nagbabasa. So, you may have a shitty plot nung story, but if you have an interesting character, the readers might stay. But if your plot is good, but you have a very shitty character, chances are they're gonna drop the book. Kasi nga, the plot is driven by the character, diba? So, yung sa area na ito, kailangan i-discuss mo yung changes nung character mo. So, kailangan clear ka din dun sa outlining part ng story mo. Yung movement ng character mo, yung changes na mangyayari doon sa character mo. Yung character mo ba magiging hero to villain, or is it your character is anti-hero na magiging hero? I don't know about you, but bahala ka, that's your story. But yeah, number 3 is create a character arc. So in this part, what you can do is you can start by asking questions, 'di ba? Like from starting point ng character mo, who are they sa simula at the beginning? What do they believe sa beginning? Yeah. And then the start ng pag-change nung character mo. So the character arc na siya. What do they learn? And how do they change? So you have to know that in the outlining part of your story. And then yung ending point nung character arc na ito. Who have they become by the end of the story? So you have to know that first before you start writing. So hindi ka lang nag-outline sa pinakang plot ng story, you're also outlining the character arc of your main character. So hindi lang importante malaman mo yung beginning, middle, and end nung plot ng story mo. It is also important to know the beginning, middle, and end nung character mo. Number 4, use scene card method. Ganito isipin natin doon sa novel natin. Novel natin is, series of individual scenes. So, siya ay collection ng individual scenes, yung novel mo. Alright? So, bakit madali itong scene card method na ito? So, ang gawin mo, hanap ka ng card, like siguro index card or what, diba? Na pwede mong i-note yung mga bagay-bagay na magre-represent ng yung isang index card na yun, yung isang card, they will represent per scene, a single scene. Alright, so sa kada card na yun, isulat mo yung tatlong bagay na to. Ano yung mangyayari doon? What happens doon sa scene na yun? What is the goal of the scene? Diba? Ano yung ma-accomplish yung plot na yun, nung scene na yun, para mag-move yung plot or maka-apekto dun sa character mo. What is the goal of that scene? And then, where is this scene happening? Napaka-importante, the setting. Yeah. This is easy para hindi ka maligaw. So, kasama sa outline mo, per scene mo, hindi ka maliligaw. Kumbaga, walang off scene, like, walang filler scenes na tinatawag, di ba? Everything is adding value to the story. Wala kang fluff dun sa dun sa story na yun. Wala dong scene na basta na lang nailagay lang, di ba? Number 5 is outline forward and outline backwards. Minsan kasi, ang hirap yung, di ba, pag nagsusulat tayo, sometimes dun sa middle ng story, lumiliko yung storya. Diba? So, it's kind of hard na mag-start ka from the beginning and then you're going to move doon sa midpoint mo, sa middle ng story, and then you will move hanggang doon sa resolution ng story mo. It's kind of hard kasi minsan lumiliko yung sinusulat natin. So, again, kailangan alam natin yung beginning, middle, at saka end. So, you have the beginning na and then you have the end. So, move forward from the beginning to middle. And then, move backwards from the resolution, from the ending to the middle. That way, hindi liliko yung story mo kung saan-saan. Ako, ang ginagawa ko, personally, sa aking story, I start sa ending, papunta sa middle, and then I just fill in the gap, the missing parts nung story. I always start with the end in mind. Papaano napunta mga bagay-bagay doon sa ending na yun. So, mas mapagko-connect ko yung bridge, mas madali siyang i-connect kumpara dun sa you're blindly walking towards the end. Diba? Walk backwards. So, yeah, with this outline forwards and outline backwards, go from the inciting incident to the midpoint. The beginning to the midpoint. And then from climax back to the midpoint. Ganun. So, forward and backwards. So, those are the 5 tips na I can give you about outlining. Start with the big 3, which is explaining the protagonist, the objective, and the antagonist of the story. Core plots ng story mo. Map the core plots of your story, like the inciting incident, midpoint, climax, and resolution. Create a character arc. And then, use scene card method and outline forwards and outline backwards. Lahat ng writers merong iba't ibang style. ng pagsusulat. So, you can either be a plotter, you can be a pantser. So, there's no one size fit all sa pagsusulat. These are just tips na pwede mong gamitin. So, if may makuha kang value, use that. If something is not working for you, and then just don't do it. Diba? Sabi nga nila, and ako naniniwala din ako dito, na tayo mga writers, we are the masters of our own book. You do you. You write what you want to write. You write what you want to read. Diba? Just because someone is doing something does not mean na you're doing something wrong. Diba? Na kailangan yun din yung ginagawa mo. No. Do what works for you. Now, para sa mga writers natin na hindi naman nag-outline, na they're thinking na outlining is something na parang prison na kailangan nakakulong sila and all. No. Outline is not a prison. Outline is really a roadmap ng story mo. It's a map for you na para hindi ka maligaw dun sa story mo, dun sa middle part ng story mo. Because I think most of us will understand and makaka-relate na when we are writing a story, dun sa middle part ng story natin, even though meron tayong plano dun sa story natin, meron kang point by point talaga, bullet by bullet na plan for your story, we understand, I think you know as well, na in the middle, lumiliko yung story mo. So, the most important thing is, alam mo kung saan lang yung mga major turning points nung story. Because, ako man din, yung mga characters ko, sometimes, they are deciding on their own kapag nagsusulat ko. Ako, I'm just, like, behind the characters, jotting down yung mga actions and yung mga sinasabi nila. So, sinusundan ko lang sila. And, most of the times, that happens sa, if not all, sa karamihan ng writers. So, you do you again. Creativity, sa'yo yan. Your imagination, yun lang yung limit sa pagsulat mo. You're the master sa iyong craft. These are just tips to help you para mas mapadali yung iyong pagsusulat. Comment down below, ano ka ba? Plotter ka ba or are you a pantser? Well, anyway, maraming salamat sa pakikinig. Watch the next video. See you in my next video actually. Bye. Yun lang.